I met him 4 nights ago, and he was the most beautiful boy I'd ever seen. His name was Emmanuel, of course, and he came from Madrid. I've been travelling the past 3 or so months on my own. London, Dublin, Paris, Prague, and now Berlin. Been saving for a whole year to do this. Babysitting, bar work, cafe work. My parents begged me not to go on my own. They said it would be dangerous, that I should go with a tour group, or at least with some girlfriends. I'll be fine, I told them. I'll meet people. It turns out meeting people is a lot harder than I thought. So I go to the galleries and the art museums and the churches. I walk down the cobbled streets and I sit in cafes and try and look mysterious. Everything is so beautiful. Everything is just how I expected it. But somehow I want it to be more. I don't know what I'm meant to do. I don't know what it's meant to be, but I just keep wondering, when will it start, life? When will life start? And that's when I meet him. In a club in Mitte, dancing with his top off. And I think, wow, this guy can really dance. And he looks over at me and I am gone. I pretend not to be. Try to act cool, like I'm not interested, but I am so interested. And we dance the whole night until the sun comes up. And when we step out into the club in the light, I remember thinking, right now, I'm living. And I know he wants to take me home, and I say okay, because at last I am living, and I don't want life to stop. And when he kisses me, I want to cry, because I have never been kissed like that. Not in Hallett Cove, or touched quite like that. We don't even get up to eat. He just disappears and comes back with a bowl of cereal and 2 spoons. And that's all we eat. 3 days we spent in bed. 3 days. On the 3rd night, I watched him sleeping. And I do that thing you're not supposed to do. I think about the future. I imagine taking him home to visit my mum and dad and my brothers and sisters, and how they would all love him like they love me. And I'm embarrassed, but I'm in a white dress and I'm shocked. I'm surprised because I never knew that's what I wanted. But anyway, he wakes up and he looks at me as if he knows what I'm thinking and he wants to get up and run. So I kiss him before he can. And he smiles. And when I fall asleep lying on his chest, listening to his heartbeat, I think, is this what falling in love feels like? In the morning, he's gone. Along with 400 euros from my wallet, my iPad, my camera, my favourite scarf, and a large part of my heart. I found a girl in the kitchen smoking, so I asked her if she had seen him, and she shrugs and just says something about him visiting his girlfriend in London. She tells me to get my things and to get out of her house. So I'm walking down the streets of Berlin and I feel so small. I feel like I am 12 years old. I feel ridiculous. I want to cry, but I don't. Well, I do a bit, but, not as much as I want to. I want my mum, I want my dad, I want my brothers and my sisters. I want to hear them fighting and laughing. I want them to tease me. But I can't think of them too much or my chest will explode. So, to stop myself from falling to pieces, I write a list. A list of all the things that I know. Actually know for certain to be true. And the really frightening thing was, it was a rather short list. I don't know that much at all, really. But I do know that back home, things are the same as when I left. And they always will be. And I know that I've got to go back.